Assalamu alaikum, friends. I'm Dr. Shahab Shahid. Today I'm going to discuss the present burning question about Palestine, where they are at the mercy of the Israeli people and no one is there to help them. It is very interesting to note that in the world population, Muslims are about 5.6 billion. You can say 66% of the world population, but they are not helping them. What's the reasoning? On the other hand, if you see I may say Israelis, they are 9.7 million and they are crushing and killing the people as they wish. What is the reason of it? Why the Muslim leaders have been unable to handle this situation? And they are at the mercy of the circumstances and they are helpless. I will discuss these things step by step so that you may have an insight about it. First of all, we should see what is Israel and how this state has come into existence. If you see, basically, in religion, Muslim and Yahud, they are cousins, and there are a fight between the cousin over the religion. Although religion is the same, religion is based on the Abrahamic religion, one God, and then God sent various kind of prophets and revealed various kind of instruction to pass our life in a systematical way to get control over the evil things, and they should be successful both in this world and after it. But what happened if you go back in the history, with the passage of time, in World War, the German kicked out and pushed out the Jews who were there, and it was the British who settled them as a colony in this place where at this time you see the Israel. After that, they have been supported one way or the other by various kind of Western countries. But the most ally in this respect is the USA, who play a key role in helping these people, and they are just emerging with the step of time, and they're becoming more and more powerful. The reason is this, that here is a situation that there is a crisis between the various kind of countries in Muslim countries. I will discuss what are the main reason why the Muslims having such a big number, so many states, they are not able to control and become a world unit. If you go and study in the Middle East, there is monarchy, and in some other places there is a democracy, like Pakistan, Iran, and other kind of countries. Now, what happened? There is a various kind of means a condition due to which this situation is emerging. Nobody is going to help them. What is the reason of it? There have been fight in which whenever there is a fight, they have overcome with the modern uh, arms and sport of USA and intelligence, everything. You see what happened in the Egypt and what happened in the Middle East, what happened in Libya, what happened in Iraq, Syria. All the Middle East is burning, and step by step they have been uh, killed, crushed, and they were divided. Isn't this? If the people are not, countries are not united, and they are fighting for the personal motive, personal self, then they are unable to uh, take care of their unity as a Muslim Ummah. So keep in mind this thing. So I have to see what is the reason why Muslims are not uh, progressing in all respect and having all the sources. Still they are dependent on each other. They are using their sources to kill and crush each other. They actually, what God has said in the Quran, that they should be united on their religion, they are talking a lot by name, they are Muslim, but they do not act what they preach. As a result of it, those who are old Muslim, they are traditional Muslim, but the new Muslim who come into the religion, they study Quran with reasoning and they follow those reasons, and they do not get involved in some kind of dirty politics. So it is the dirty politics of these ruler and those who are in power, that they have a lust for power. They are self-centered, and they want to control on the sources, and they want to hold all the money, all the situation, all the various kind of trades, and so they want to grow their own self. As a result of it, within these countries, there is all kind of politics and there are various kind of fights between the people. And in place of progressing, they are fighting with each other. So has become very easy for Israel and its allies to kill and crush the Palestine in all the Middle East countries one by one. Because if I may say, a leader who is not honest, who is not concerned about the religion, who is not concerned about his population, and who are unconcerned that uh, they have an ego problem, and then they want to have lust for money, they want to have sources, and they want to kill and crush every person who ever have a stand against them. So you can see within these things, these are the various kind of fights between the Arabs, that the countries I mentioned to you, Iraq, Libya, Syria, and other kind of countries, they have been in this trouble. Now, if you see from other point of view, those Arab countries who are once known, the leader in this uh, field of Islam, application of the Muslim rules, they just do not care about them. They are only concerned to have maximum in the minimum time, and on the sources they have control. And the problem in this, after getting the sources, money and other kind of thing, they put that money in the banks, in the Western and American banks, so that they may remain safe in that respect. So all the rich money, all the sources, whatever they gain, these are in the Western banks or in the America. So they have to accept their, I may say, command or their policies, because they're afraid that if they don't follow them, and then they will lose their money. So it has happened historically that sometime when I may say these countries turned against America or Western countries, the bank have stopped their money, and that has been taken by the state. So this is the weak point in these people. So what they do, they want to please the master, because if they don't please him, then they have no place where to put their money. They don't want to give money in their countries, and they want to make the master happy, so that they may keep on doing all kind of corruption and all kind of illegal, illegal money laundry. I mean, various kind of techniques to get money and put it back in that country. So, in the best example I can quote, even in non-Muslim countries, you just see in the Pakistan what is happening. This country, which is a very rich in sources and they are very loyal with their religion, and everybody wish to have a stand and go for jihad or to help the people, or have a various kind of agenda to help these Palestine people. They are helpless. Reason this, the country is controlled by the military. Country is controlled by those corrupt people, and they bring those corrupt people who are a businessman, and they just take away the sources money, and then put it in their bank. And these people are, and the whole country knows, every people know that they are misusing the money, they are looting the countries, and they are making all kind of method and means to make themselves rich. They come every time, they confront the election, but in the election, the military favor them, because they don't like those people who look for the, I may say, their rights, and they do not like the democracy, real democracy on which this country has been taken. So they will crush those people one way or the other through various kind of sources. Not only this, even judiciary and other, administration, they are so powerful. They do not care about the constitution. They only want whatever their boss says. Actually, it is not the military government, but it is worse than a martial law. Whosoever talk about anything, they kill them, crush them. They have a very negative attitude with those people who ask for the rights of any kind of democratic kind of situation. And they only get these things, and then they go back to the, I may say, America, and ask them what they should do. So in other words, they are working in this country, but they are not independent. They are like a slave. Like a slave, they whatever they are told, they work according to it. As a result of it, this country was about 2 or 3 years very well known and progressing pretty well. Now they are in the worst condition. Their economy is worst, and then what they do, they go IMF and other places with the help of America to get loan. So when they get the loan, the, they do not use the loan for the benefit of the country. They took that loan indirectly again back in their banks in London and other big, I may say, Western.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Woe to every scorner and mocker who collects wealth and continuously counts it. He thinks that his wealth will make him immortal. No, he will surely be thrown into the crusher. And what can make you know what is the crusher? It is the fire of Allah, eternally fueled, which mounts directed at the hearts. Indeed, hellfire will be closed down upon them.